Light it up, kick back, we're here to vibe. The Stoner Buddies podcast, feeling alive. Brian, Dean, and Gary, stories to share. And last good times and smoking the air. Roll it up, spark the flame. The Stoner Buddies, remember the name.
Yo, buddies. Welcome back to the season finale, the season wrap as we like to call it, of the Stoner Buddies podcast. I'm Brian.
I'm Bean.
And I'm Gary.
And with us today, for the second time on our season wrap, we've got Jake from Vegastrees.
Hell yeah, welcome back, brother.
The lovable Reddit subreddit site there that the community just adores, and we actually, swear by it. We've been on there, done our research, and left our post, and we participate in it. I'm glad that you were able to come by today.
Yes, Sirski.
We're going to talk about the whole season, man. This is the last episode for the season.
This is the one, buddies. But first, you already know we have something we got to do.
Strain of the day.
Yeah, we got to do strain of the day, buddies.
Gosh.
It's been the BTS, buddies, was fucking lit. Holy shit. You guys have to punch in.
We don't
Patreon.
have a fucking strain of the day song long enough for everything we've done today so far. So let me just go quickly as I can, but as much detail. Before I even got here, you guys finished off an onion ring pre-roll. Nature's
Yes,
Chem.
we did.
Shout out to Nature's Chem. Quality. Soon after I arrived, I finished that, and we started taking some of the dabs here. We had some LA Kush Cake by Enshine. We had some Tsunami. This is Nitro Fumes in the little proxy with the bub attachment, right?
That
Yummy,
motherfucker
yummy.
hits so smooth. I
We
really
might
like
actually
that one.
hit that a little later too, who knows. So that was good. And then we started, we're like, hey, we got to give our people Gallant Gravity a shout out.
Hell the fuck yeah, we
Gallant
did,
Gravity,
buddies.
let me say something. Gallant Gravity reached out. They said, hey, you guys want a gravity bong? And yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Stop right there, sir. Yes is the answer. So, Gallant Gravity sent us a fucking gravity bong. Some cleaners, some optional things here for you, but this thing is gorgeous. So check this out, guys. We've already had a little taste. Fire.
Bomb.
We chose the smoke-colored Gallant Gravity bong. So this is what that looks like, right? Smoke color. The glass piece inside, of course, is a glass piece. Oh, nice. Look at all that residue there. And you get a matching bowl piece. If you get a smoke gravity bong, you get a smoke-colored bowl piece. Now, we got the optional stainless steel as well. This one had our awesome little logo engraved there.
Hell yeah. Shout out
Can you
to
see
Gallant Gravity. Yes, they can.
Yeah. So that is amazing. I thought that was really cool. I'm like, hey, can you guys put this on the bowl? They're like, sure. And lo and behold, here we go, buddies.
Hell yeah.
So in the BTS folks, you got to get over there, man. That's behind the scenes. We were hitting the gravity. That's why all our eyes here, except for Gary somehow. And,
those are pretty glossy.
Mine are sewn on,
You can't
so
tell Bean
I
either.
can't blink either.
They're
anymore.
pretty glossy. I don't know what to tell you guys.
can't even
I
tell.
can see myself in them from here.
Hell yeah.
You can't even tell Jake, honestly. I think I'm really the only one that looks high here. But we definitely got a few hits off of that thing already. Hits like a dream.
Yep.
Definitely not as heavy or harsh as I thought it was going to be. Very smooth hits.
If you're talented, you can do it with one hand.
One-handed.
Yeah,
watch out.
one-handed.
That
Shout
was
out
Gary
to
over
Gary.
there. He doesn't
Gary
have a choice. He only has
Gary
one
was
hand.
I
smashing.
got one hand.
He's like,
Yeah, I got a little bit of water in my mouth. That doing one hand is
yeah.
a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
Listen,
And,
buddies, I put a little bit too much water in it,
Yeah.
and I was just too stoned to go fucking dump it out somewhere. But whatever.
yeah.
The BTS is fucking lit, buddies.
Yeah. So in the gravity bong in the bowl there, we had some Tahoe Alien. We got to have some sativa hybrid or sativa just to keep us going. But this was pretty it was pretty decent. 28%, Cario, limonene, myrcene. It's your usual things, but very mellow so far. Not like drowsy, just mellow. And with that, how are you guys feeling so far?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling pretty just straight level. I'm over here drinking black coffee.
You're like
Shout out to the Christmas fucking to the Grinch cup.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking pretty cool. You know what I mean?
You're like Darth Vader, dude. It's like
I'm like Darth Vader. What?
every face you make is like the same face. You could be high, you could be happy, you could be mad. It's the same face because of the glasses. It's like you can't see how high you are.
Listen, buddies. Never let nobody know
You'll
how high
never
you
know
are,
how
ever.
high he is. Maybe in the BTS. I don't know. I don't even think he's exposed them in the BTS.
I don't know. When that stand was falling over like every 3 seconds,
Yeah.
that might have been a giveaway.
Buddies, listen, buddies. That was a thing today. Like,
Whoa.
you seriously have to go and check out the BTS. That was a
They were
wild
falling
one.
over like dominoes today. We're like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, so definitely check out Gallant Gravity. They really hooked us up with that little package. I know they're gonna have some kind of code with us for you guys to benefit from soon. So by the time this drops, we should have something for you. That way you guys can get your own gravity bong because these things are amazing. Into the episode. So season wrap wasn't as long as the last season, but I gotta admit, man, last season we were just going hard.
Oh yeah,
We did like 30 something episodes.
yeah, we
man.
did an
were just
episode
hitting it.
almost every week for you guys, and but we learned a lot when we did that. Buddies, I hope you see that our production levels really like came up a little bit, but we're having a great time. Yeah.
I know I am. Shit, I've already got this fucking proxy packed for later. So starting off, I know with the season and shit, we had a lot of moments that kind of stood out, right? The usual always stands out, and that's champs. That's all. That's an annual thing for us, except, well, it is wintertime. Champs should be coming up in the wintertime.
Yeah, I
So
think Champs
we
is
didn't go to
coming
the
up.
summer one. That's
No.
what it was. Yeah. So Champs is coming around now in the wintertime. By the time you guys see this, you should have some information. I think it's already out now, actually. But Champs is really cool. If you're on the screen here, you're on the screen here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what you get to see as an attendee. You know, you get to see a lot of glass blowing. Aside from all the exhibitors, aside from all the cool new products that you may see on the floor, they have these glass game competitions. This to me is definitely one of my favorite parts of the season every year, dude.
Oh
That's
yeah,
fucking wild to watch.
It's super sweet to see artists really like pushing themselves and trying new things like at competition, because you even see these guys like break stuff all the time.
Homie Hick Dog. Hick Dog's done a few interviews with us
Damn.
too, dude. He did that with Windstar.
Wow.
Yes,
It
he
was a
did.
collaboration. That's all glass. So she did like the little designs, like the
That's fucking
native
amazing,
designs.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
The patience
She-
and like
Oh my God.
the eye for design that you have to do something like that, it's beyond me. There's not enough
She-
weed in the world.
No, dude. She hand draws all that stuff onto the glass.
Yeah, her butterfly work.
Jesus Christ. She makes
you
these
can
monarchs.
spot that, like, yeah, they're super neat.
Dope.
Dude, you could put LSD in an IV bag and mainline it to me, and I couldn't come up with anything that creative. Like,
Yeah, no, it's amazing work. Some of these guys we've seen it. Like I said, Hick Dog is one of those returning interviewees. Windstar as well. We've interviewed them both twice now, and they both went to the, I forget what it was called, but it was a museum of glass, and it's like a big honor to be.
I believe it
featured at
was
glass.
the Huntridge. No,
No, something. It was in a
Listen,
different
I don't
state
remember.
too. I
It's
don't
New
know where
York.
it was. Yeah, them two and Jose.
Saying Glass.
Yeah, Saying Glass.
shout out to Saying Glass. He actually has some really good deals.
We did meet with him a couple times too. We, you know, every time we meet up with him, it's like, dude, how you been? You know, they show us all their new stuff. This is, Lord of Spore.
Hell yeah! Shout
So
out to
you
Lord
guys,
Spore.
you guys hear us talk about Lord of Spore all the time. You know, they give you guys 30% at their website for either spores, stickers, maybe some apparel, blankets. Dude, they've got so much.
The blanket is fucking awesome. I love that
information
goddamn
on
blanket.
Yeah, information on the church is also there, but you are able to get 30% with that discount. Champs. Oh, you remember Clayton from Meister?
Oh yes.
They have a lot of the incognito devices. You see that device that's sitting right there on the door? That's not on the door, on the right there on the counter. He gave us one of those. Remember?
Oh yeah, the flight box.
Flight
The
box.
flight box was a super interesting concept.
At that time, it wasn't.
I don't know.
released.
I think
Yeah.
I hit that cart way too fucking hard, and I make a lot of fucking like smoke come out. Even when you're blowing through the sneaky part.
Oh, you may
buddies.
not have switched it over.
No, I definitely did switch it
Did you?
over, but
Okay.
even after I thought I was done exhaling, I still had a bunch of fucking smoke.
Oh,
so I was
that's
like,
no, dude. You know what it is? I've got so much smoke inhaled, and then
Oh,
you
I just bought one of those.
yeah,
Oh, I know what
you
you're
just
talking
blow right back into it, and the filter just there's nothing. Like I've hit that shit at the theater.
Yeah, I bought one for my my cousin because he has a bad habit of smoking places where he shouldn't be smoking. I was like, here, happy birthday, take this. That way
That's
you
the
don't.
filter.
Yeah, that's the filter. You don't get caught. I bought
Yeah.
him like 6 filters. I don't think he uses the filter. But I actually really like
They
that
do-
thing.
they do
The
go
only-
out.
The
It-
only problem I found with it is in the little, and I love that they had the forethought for it, is the top part gets clogged with
Resin.
with resin.
Yeah,
But
I do
they
have
had
to
the
wipe that down
forethought to
every-
top that to click
It
that
just-
off, and yeah, that the forethought was beautiful. Like
I
they
didn't-
thought about that. And
I
gave
didn't
to
realize
you.
that until later when I was using it, and I did it by accident. I was like, "What the hell?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, this
you try to
like
slide it,
I
and
think
it's
it
like-
fell and it just popped off. I'm like, "Fuck, I broke it." And I'm like, "Oh, it just
Like a
snaps on and
caveman.
off."
Oh,
I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "Oh, now I can clean it." So
It's
yeah,
a nice
it's
thing because that little button it closes. It
The
uses a
switch opens up.
gasket and it
Mhm.
closes one vent and the other vent. And so if there's a bunch of resin in there, it kind of gets stuck. So having the ability to clean that, the forethought was
Works.
beautiful. But that's gonna happen with any device, dude. The resin just gets stuck everywhere.
You just got to be good about cleaning it.
Yep.
I recently just bought a fucking box of alcohol wipes for like $1.50, you know, for like 50 wipes or 100 wipes or some shit like that. So it's not too bad. You can just take a wipe every 2 days or so, every whatever you want, you know, cheap enough to buy. So champs, can't wait to go back, dude. I actually need to reach out to Mike and see if we actually got to get onto the media passes and all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Didn't realize how soon that was coming up. Ooh, so for some reason, Boogosphere was one of the biggest episodes.
Wow.
This fucking, and we thought at the end of the episode that this was a fucking hoax, dude. And it's just more and more shit just keeps coming out.
So what's the newest update on the?
So I don't
on
know
this
if you
here?
heard, or if I updated you guys, but when they did back a carbon dating of the wires that were inside, they carbon dated back to 12,000 years ago, which are older than the pyramids.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know,
How did they get inside the sphere?
Because you know how it's got like little holes around it.
Yeah.
So they were able to fucking get samples from that.
I don't fucking believe it. I'm sorry
I-
because
you know,
it
that's what
doesn't
I'm
look.
saying.
It does like even like we can see here like on the screen, buddies. Like you
It
can even
looks-
hear there I am saying I'm like no, I don't believe it because it just doesn't look alien.
Yeah.
Like,
it
it
looks like
doesn't look
something that we
alien.
would recognize in our modern age.
Have you
know?
guys like heard of Tartaria?
What is
that's what it's
Tartaria?
No, what is that?
I think that's what it's called. Before I put my foot in my mouth,
Okay.
let me make sure that's the name of this place.
Oh boy.
This is what season
so
wrap's
it
all
is.
about.
It's called
This is
Tartaria. It's called Tartaria. It's dude. Dude,
We got an episode for the future.
look into it.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like Mesopotamia or Inca or Mayan. It's like one of those ancient
Lost
civilizations. But this one seemingly got covered by like a mud flood, and has since been buried. And it's here. It's like an ancient city here in the United States.
What?
Yeah, it's called Tartaria, and evidently they had like super advanced technology, like planes and stuff like that. So something like
What?
that,
That's fucking
something
crazy.
like that, when put into the perspective of like if Tartaria was real, like their technology was a little more crude than ours. It was a little more like when,
But it was technology.
but it was technology. It was like batteries and stuff like that. So something like that doesn't necessarily have to be alien. It could be ancient civilization that had technology that I
insane.
actually think I think we destroy and rebuild every
That could
15 or
explain-
20,000 years. I think we just end up blowing ourselves up, and then
Just
like the
constant
survivors
I've-
become cavemen,
I've
and
said
we have to like
something similar time and time again is that the Egyptians found the pyramids and rebuilt them.
Yeah.
Or did improvements on them, but the pyramids were from something before, and people
I think we-
fucking wig.
I think we're like the third round maybe
Of
of
civilization.
civilization, and we just keep blowing ourselves up. We keep
And
getting
then
there, and
starting
then
over.
just like war, just like fuck you all, boom, and then you
And
know
then
there's
a
like
few
5 of
million
us
years
left,
pass
and
by, after the air's cleared, it's purified itself, then stuff starts to grow again. Here we go again.
and there's like
Yeah.
10 of us left, and we all just like interbreed. I
Fuck,
I
dude.
think civilization has restarted a few times. That's my
We've
idea.
talked about that too.
Yeah, that's my theory. But I don't know that I believe in Tartaria. It's pretty far fetched, but it is a running
Have
theory,
they-
and there are things to like lend itself to the theory. I mean, I look into all the flat Earth stuff too.
Well,
So I
dude, they have
enjoy
the-
all of that. All of that stuff is fun to me, and I love to mess with people who are highly against it. I love to be like, no, Earth is flat.
They found shit here in the Snake Mound in Ohio. They
Yeah.
don't know where the fuck that came from. That's
Yeah.
not man. That's not natural.
There's
You
a
know?
lot of strange things in America that we don't really talk about. That have been here for a long time. That like we think about the pyramids and like the Sphinx and stuff. We don't really talk about some of the weird stuff that's here. I mean, there's some weird stuff here too. Some like what was going on here
know?
stuff. But you know, we also don't really care. We're Americans.
Yeah.
We just want to take their stuff.
We just want to consume,
Yeah,
consume, buddies, consume.
It's all good, but we have some weird stuff here too. There's weird stuff everywhere. You know, like the Amazon forest. They're doing some lidar
Dude,
out there,
so
and
much
finding
untouched land.
finding civilizations underneath the canopy.
Yep.
Bro,
And people are also
Bro.
getting pissed about that.
Yeah,
and
you
they're
know,
fucking stamping
They're not
their
touching
feet.
shit. It's all from
well,
above.
you
know?
guys know about those. You guys remember the big old fires that happened in the Amazon a few years ago? Like it burned I think that was
Yeah.
intentional. I think someone used some lidar and was like, you know what?
There's
They
some
can't
shit
stop
right there.
a fire. And just
Yeah,
like
let's
lit a couple
burn it all
fires
down.
and burned it down to
Shit.
try to expose some stuff. Because like if we can't get government passage, you can't stop an arsonist. Let me give this little homeless dude $500 to go start a few fires in the forest.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
You know, I think sinister stuff like that happens all the time. But there's
All the
civilizations
time.
in the Amazon, you know, that we haven't even touched on or looked at, or they're untouched by humans. So the world is weird. It's a weird place. I would love to
definitely would
explore
like-
Antarctica.
Yeah, that's where I was going next.
Yep.
Was Antarctica, man.
So
because
much.
like
I want to explore Antarctica.
12,000 years ago, like Antarctica was actually like a lush like rainforest.
Forest.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a temperate forest
it's like,
down
what
there.
the
I
fuck
want to
happened?
explore that. I'm sick of the embargo. I don't.
Do you
I don't
believe
like
that there are pyramids?
Yeah.
The pictures of the pyramids.
Look,
Yeah,
are true?
I
I don't
believe that.
believe anything at all.
I think that's why
I think
they,
everything is subject to cynicism. Because if there's anything that we've learned in life, it's that everything is a big illusion. Like we get fooled on so many things, like so many things that we believe and then find out later we're like, damn, they got me again.
It scares me.
bamboozled again.
So I don't believe anything, but I do think there's some weird stuff in Antarctica. I don't think that there's a reason that every country in the world has agreed to like not let people down there just
Yep.
because it's cold.
Yeah.
You know, they let people.
That's fucking crazy.
They
and
let
totally
people-
like a
insane.
research.
They let people
Yeah.
climb Mount Everest for a
And
few
people die doing it.
$100,000. Like you're gonna tell me
Hundreds of people
I
are
can't
dead.
spend $600,000 to go kill myself in Antarctica? You're tripping. That
Mm-hmm.
something weird is down there. There's a reason why you guys all agree on it.
Yeah.
Because you guys
Something's
don't
going
all
on.
agree on anything. But you agree on this? Okay, so something weird. Either that or you guys are all doing something down there and you don't want us to see.
Yeah.
You know, but there's something weird. I know that. That much I know. There's
It goes
there's
back to that
nothing
story
that
about
all the countries agree on ever. Like they don't even agree on like women. Like half of our race, they don't agree on them.
What was
Most
that- what was
countries,
that
but they agree to
operation?
not go there.
We had an episode about
Weird.
it. The
Oh.
the Admiral Byrd.
Yeah.
He
I
took
forgot what
his
the operation was.
fleet down to Antarctica,
Apparently.
and he
there-
ran into
Was that
like
Save the
he
Penguins?
flew into that
yes,
was
save the penguins.
That was he flew into a hole.
Yeah,
Right, and it was like a
like a hollow
like
earth
a hollow
hole.
earth.
Yeah,
and flew in, and it's like a whole ass land, and down,
Yep.
it was a rainforest. That's
Yep.
why I was like,
There's something down there,
there's
and I don't
absolutely stuff out there.
like. I don't know what I believe about Area 51, but
I've heard
like,
of
I know
pyramids
something's
being
going there.
buried in the snow out there. You can see quadrilateral corners and sides. I was like, holy shit! But you could see it covered by snow. I was like, oh my god.
The ice wall.
So the ice wall.
You've never heard about the ice wall?
no,
Ice wall,
So-
baby.
So the ice wall evidently is, I mean, it's not evidently, it's a theory that if you go just past Antarctica, like we are essentially just like a land. Like we are an area and there's more beyond us that we've never been to or explored or anything. Like it's beyond the ice wall and we don't go past that.
Like Truman Show type shit.
It, kind of.
You know, you don't
But
go
like
past the sky wall.
there's like maps and stuff that they've mapped out. And like I don't believe maps because like that's just some poor old
Subjective.
What do you?
map
What do you?
guy.
Let me ask you this: What do you think about space? How can you explain space?
So I don't believe in anything. I don't necessarily believe in space. I don't necessarily believe it's there. I don't necessarily believe it's not there. I would have to go there for me to believe in it.
Yeah.
I just don't like so my big thing on space, and this is the thing that bothers me, and it has bothered me my whole life, my entire life, is this, we're always moving, right? We're moving at 36,000 light years a second.
We're moving like super fast.
Super fast. Okay, so we're going like this, but we're also going like this, and then everything's going like this,
Right.
and then the universe is going like this, right? So everything's fucking moving. Everything is fucking moving. Everything all the time, and it's expanding and it's getting bigger, but it's always fucking moving. So then the Georgia Guidestones that were built 10,000 years ago that can spot the same exact fucking stars in the same exact places that they were 10,000 years ago, why has the stars fucking moved? Why are the stars still in the same spot? Why hasn't anything moved? It bugs the shit out of me, dude.
This
If
shit is
everything's
fucking
always
wild.
fucking moving, then why is it that astronomers from thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago in texts that we can barely read at this point in time know about the same stars in the same spot that we know about them today?
Well,
That is weird to me.
I think it's because the light from those stars are from billions of light years away. So
why are
if
they still there?
They remain constant because the light from that star has not reached. It took that much time to reach us. So
Okay.
yeah, it's moving, but it's billions of light years away. So the time that light takes to get to Earth is unmoving to our eye.
I get that. But we're talking about the expanse of time. We're not talking about what I see. I get that I'm not going to see the star
I'm
move,
just trying to put
but
a scientific.
But I'm saying for
For
them
it
to
not
be,
to move
for
both?
over thousands and thousands of years, there's got to be some slight variation, and there's not a slight variation.
It wouldn't make sense because
We're
for
always
that to happen,
moving.
Earth and everything else would have to be moving at the same
Exact-
speed, expanding, but in the same direction at the same speed.
It
That's
just-
the only way it would
Look,
move.
a scientist could tell me what you tried to tell me right now, and it still wouldn't make sense to me. It doesn't
Okay.
make sense because you're trying to tell me that everything is moving at an extreme rate of speed.
We should
You
try to
can't-
get Neil deGrasse Tyson on the show
Fuck,
with
dude,
Jake.
I've tried
No,
so
and-
hard.
so I've watched him try to
reached out to
explain
him?
this. I've watched him try to explain this, and it still doesn't fucking make sense. It just sounds like something that you say to make it make sense, but it still doesn't make sense because everything's still fucking moving. Everything can't be in the same spot.
You have
the
to
North
understand
Star,
physics
We have
first.
The North Star
Neil
can't be
versus Jake.
the,
Go.
The North
Go.
Star cannot be in a text from 10,000 years ago
Yeah.
and pinpoint the exact location of where the North Star that I look at today is. I get that it's billions and billions of years and it takes light a long time. Light, space big. Light
Space
move,
big.
Light move real fast. Space real big. Light move fast, not fast enough to get to eye before space move. But space still move really fast. So 10,000 years of space
I
move,
think-
there has to be variation.
If you, yeah, I'm too high to try to explain this, but
So I like space.
I like how you dumbed it down talking like a monkey. Like,
No.
monkey like banana. Banana move fast.
I stole that from a comedian who did the ocean
Literally got
big, straw small,
Yeah.
turtle small,
Yeah.
straw float in ocean find turtle or turtle nose
fucking
point up,
cramp in my
straw
rib, dude.
fly in turtle nose. Like the odds of that happening are so small. So I mean
Yeah.
I got it from that, but like realistically, like
shit.
I get that. I get what they tell me, but it doesn't fucking make sense.
Jake, you need to come on more often, bro. I swear to
Yeah,
God,
anytime
especially
you
for
guys-
that shit, man.
any-
We need an opposition. We need a
Anytime you guys
different
invite
point
me,
of
I'm
view.
always down.
Fucking
I'm always
Hell
down.
yeah,
shit.
dude. Hell yeah.
So,
You know, here, let me
we
let
went
me
from
say
Ooga
this.
Booga
Let
Sphere
me-
to that.
Hell yeah, buddies. Hell
Well, those are
fucking
always
yeah.
my favorite episodes. My favorite episode this season was the Anunnaki. Like, I love when you guys dive into that. So that was
Fuck,
the
I
first
love it.
episode.
yeah.
We'll get into that again.
That's,
I mean, that's
like,
almost. There's a lot
That's
to
one of the
discuss with
favorites,
that.
there's, I
Everyone
think
likes
there's
that
more
shit.
to this world than what we accept this world to be, and I just think it's strange that everyone just accepts that this is what it is when there's so much weird shit
We
all
need
over
to
the
question
place.
shit.
We need to question
buddies,
stuff.
Buddies, listen. What this is another thing too is that like they're able to take like these photographs, like these telescopes of these things so far away. But I'm like, but how do you know? Like how do you figure this out, and like how
So-
do you know like all about this shit? Like
You-
it's crazy.
You guys know that we don't actually have a picture of the Earth, right? Like every picture you've seen of the Earth is
Half dome or
it's a computer image.
we need a
It's-
fucking
there's,
time.
there's
no, not
because
even
the
that.
way that the sun hits the Earth, there's no way to take a full scale image of the planet. So every time you've ever seen,
It's
a-
always
a-
half shadow.
it's always.
But
So
it's
anytime you've
spherical.
ever seen
It's
a
not-
full
it's a circle.
image of the Earth,
It's a sphere. It's circle.
no, I get it, and I'm not saying the Earth is flat. I'm not at all. But what I am saying is that you've only ever seen a computer generated image of the
of
Earth.
the other side.
Like they take
I've-
a full
I've
image
seen-
of it.
I've
They
seen film of the Apollo astronauts on the moon taking a picture of the Earth from the moon.
Yeah,
Film.
yeah, but
Not
that's
computer
it was a dot.
Yeah, listen, buddies.
That was the Earth.
I
You
did
believe
a
that?
deep dive
Yeah.
into that shit.
You think
Yeah.
we went
Yeah,
to the moon in
that would be-
1969 in a tin can and never went back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Let
I'm
me
sorry.
ask you this:
we had to
where
meet
did
the Russians.
where did the rover go? Where was the rover?
I don't believe that at
Based
all.
upon the capsule, Gary. I
Bro,
wanna ask you
there's
that.
photos of the rover on the moon.
Yeah,
you can look it up.
But
you know what?
if they only
There's
sent
photos
the
of
one
Tom Hanks on
capsule-
an island. Like he wasn't a
You
castaway.
don't have to see things with your real eyes to believe
Nah.
that they're true.
No, listen. We went to the moon in 1969 in a tin can.
Mhm.
That thing wasn't safe for human consumption.
No,
Okay.
but we did
and
it.
we came back.
because we were Americans. Goddamn.
No. We didn't go to the moon. We've never been back. You're telling me in 40 years it's going to be 100 years. It's
Bro, we've got rocks from the moon.
60
we got rocks that were
years.
from up there. How do you think we got them down here?
I smoke
We
Why
had
do
to
you-
send motherfuckers up there to go get it
why do you believe that's a rock from the moon?
because they carbon date that shit. They look at it and they're like, oh, these are minerals that are not found on Earth
But
in
like
this,
I
this
could go,
way.
dude. I could go get a degree and I could go find a rock in a field and I could come tell you that and you would just believe it blindly.
No, I would.
If I had a degree
because
and I told you that though,
it's peer-reviewed information. So multiple people have studied this and all said the same thing. Yes, this is from the fucking moon.
I don't buy it.
Okay.
But
Well,
what
we
if
can.
it's all
I
a
like having these
conspiracy?
debates because it's like we don't get this enough on the Stoner
No,
Buddies
no, that's what I'm
podcast.
saying, man.
No, I don't buy it. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think we went to the moon. I believe a lot of stuff that we did. I just don't believe we went to the moon. I don't believe that. First of all, we went to the moon, and for 60 years, the Chinese were like, "Nah."
Oh no,
They
the-
already did
the-
it.
The Chinese got a base up there. I
The
believe
crazy
that.
thing
100%.
is that there are people on both sides still that don't believe we went onto the moon, that do believe we went to the moon. So it's like that's why we had that fucking S-Files episode. What was it, season 5 or whatever that was?
Yes.
Because that was the topic for that episode. It was just like, bro, did this really happen or not? We actually tried to dissect that
Let
shit.
me
and
let me
we were split
let
just
me
like
say
you guys.
this.
Look, man,
I
Hangar
am,
18.
I am 100% skeptical of the moon landing at this point,
Shit
based
didn't even
upon.
look real.
I'm skeptical. I'm torn. I'm like I don't know. Like I want to
So-
believe, but I also don't want to believe
You're-
based upon the evidence that's presented to me with like the moon landing videos.
Were any of you
Like-
alive in the 60s?
No,
Hell no.
absolutely not.
Hell no.
Okay, so in the 60s, when you used to make phone calls, it used to go to an operator. And then the operator would take something out of a thing and then they would plug it into something else. And that's how you would call people. That's how you would get connected to someone. And
Right.
these motherfuckers picked up a red phone and were like, hey, brother, how you doing up there? It
It's
good?
radio.
How
on
does
that,
They use
This
radio.
is
No.
on
this
the
is how it's
No.
gonna be.
moon.
Yeah, they
This-
use radio.
This is how it's going to be in the future, because there's
we ain't been
there's
back. I don't
rumors-
buy it.
There's rumors that we have technology now that's far in the future that no one knows about, and in the future it's going to be like, yeah, in the 90s and the 2000s, apparently they could do this. You know, it's like it's going to be a never-ending cycle. There's always going to be that.
technology is always
that
leaps and
skepticism.
bounds, especially in like generational
And
technology.
60 years and we ain't
Who
been
knows,
back.
man?
I don't buy it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things on both sides, and it's just like, fuck,
Look,
I don't know.
if countries are like, if the space race continued and more countries went up there and like it was a more common thing, I would believe it. But like, America lies about everything, and they get exposed for lying about everything all the time. I do not put it past America to wag the dog and make us think we went to the moon so that we could win the space race in one of the most important times culturally in America, where we really needed to feel good because
Yeah,
honestly,
but
we weren't feeling good at
I
that
think
time in America.
A good argument is, hey, then if we faked it, then why didn't the Russians call us out on it? Because they lost the
Because
space
they
race.
didn't fucking truly care enough.
Hey,
and
I don't even
and
think
also
that.
You're right.
communism
That was
fucking
that
fell.
was one thing. I mean, their space program like bankrupted their nation. Like they were spending, and we did that on purpose because if they didn't spend it on their space program, they were going to spend it on their military and make it stronger. So maybe, hey, I'm not arguing. I mean, this is a good theory.
Hey, I don't believe
Maybe-
either of them. So
Maybe we faked the moon landing to trick the Russians into spending more money on their space program and not on their military program because we didn't want them
And
to
if there's
invade
one
Europe.
thing a Russian,
That would be a big fucking plot, but it's plausible.
if there's one thing Russians care more about than anything, it's their fucking pride.
Yeah.
I would not be
And
surprised
beating the
if they were like,
Americans.
I am not going to admit to getting
100%,
duped
dude.
by America. Fuck that. And
Well,
then they
especially
just took it to the grave.
today,
But listen, I don't
you
believe
know?
either of these things. I think it's worth questioning whether we went to the moon or not, whether the moon exists, whether space is
It's worth
real,
questioning
whether
everything. I
NASA is
agree.
a thing, whether there's aliens
Yeah.
inside the ocean. It's worth questioning all
Yeah,
these things
it
because
always
realistically,
is.
none of us fucking know.
We don't.
And weird shit keeps happening that we can't explain. And we keep following these ideologies, and these ideologies keep getting broken, and we keep moving outside of them and realizing there's more to life. And I just think it's worth questioning things. And I do hear you. Like, look, there's way more evidence that we went to the moon than there's not. Most of mine is empirical and it's stupid. It's just it's fucking what's his name? Not Hunter S. Thompson. What's the guy that wrote not wrote The Shining, but directed The Shining?
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah,
So
he
it-
did
so
the
it's
moon
him-
landing.
Yeah, so it's him coming out and saying he did the moon landing in Hangar 18. It's Buzz Aldrin saying that we never went to the moon. It's all these stupid little things. And I'm like, you know what? Doesn't even make sense to me anyway. We didn't go back for 60 years. It's a lot
Fuck
easier
it.
for me to believe that we didn't go than it is for me to believe that we did go and we haven't gone back for 60 years. But, like, I also really enjoy entertaining flat Earth stuff. I know for a good and goddamn well fact that the Earth isn't flat. I'm not even going to question it. But I love
The theories,
entertaining
right?
it. It's
Yeah.
so much fun to think about. What if the government just got in cahoots and lied to us about absolutely every fucking little thing for no fucking reason? What if Elon's shooting rockets up into space to break the firmament? Like, if you listen to these people, they talk about the rockets going up and like they hit at a certain angle, and if you watch the videos at a certain point when they break the atmosphere, a bunch of gas releases, and it looks like when you skid a rock across a pond. And it's just like they find this stuff and then they're like, look, the Earth is flat, and it's the funnest thing in the world. So I love entertaining stuff like that. So like I'm always gonna believe the most preposterous theory first.
Oh
let's
my
get
God.
Jake on the
That
book
is
for another
preposterous.
space episode too. we're gonna move on, but definitely we're gonna have Jake on the books for so many of the future episodes. I
Hell
swear
yeah,
to God.
absolutely.
Man, another more recent of the favorites, right? Creepy buddies.
Creepy buddies, man.
People love.
Best
I swear to
time of
God,
the
they
year.
love creepy buddies more than they do
Yeah.
the stoner buddies. But this is like a little pride and joy. It's our little baby for we prepare for this all year long.
Yep.
Creepy Buddies this year was no exception, man. Damn. We actually went into more of a human side of the
Yep.
Creepy Buddies this year.
Yep.
Not so much like the cryptids, but even then, the topics like we had
The witch trials.
The witch
Like,
trials.
I didn't. I
lot of
knew
people
a
were
little bit
excited
about the
about
witch
that one.
trials, but like in doing the research on it, you really like figure out like, man, that was fucked up back then. But I could see how
Straight
easy
out
it was.
mass hysteria.
I could see how easy it was to create that type of like mass hysteria.
Yeah.
In a small community like that. Yeah.
It was like
It's easy today.
the COVID of
Yeah.
that day, dude. It was
Yeah.
just mass hysteria. It's like, what the fuck? But
And cancel
but,
culture
but
back
with a
then.
lot less control. It's like, well, no, he's got COVID. Kill him. What? No, I
What?
don't. No, you do. I heard you cough. Ah.
Yep. Oh, I'm coughing now because I was
The only
with
way
you.
to
You gave
only
it
way
to
to
me.
cure you is to cut your head off. To
Or
choke
that
you out.
that one poor soul that got crushed to death.
Damn.
That was wild to read
Wait,
that.
What?
They
COVID?
put this back in the witch trials. They put this dude in
Oh.
between like a board.
The
and-
presses,
yeah,
yeah.
and they kept like adding rocks and they crushed him to death.
Little tortilla.
You want to know the
That was
last thing he
wild.
said?
Hmm.
More weight.
Oh, that's right. More weight.
Before his
Like a
insides
big
just
fuck you, dude.
fuck. Bigfoot. That was really the only
Bigfoot?
cryptid we had, but I mean that was a long awaited, long time coming. I'm
You
surprised
know,
we didn't do.
I seen somewhere
Bigfoot.
recently that they fucking found Bigfoot. I don't know if I mentioned that in the BTS or not,
I
but
think you mentioned
they
something.
alleged
What do
that
you
they
mean they
found
found
Bigfoot. Like the FBI admitted that Bigfoot is fucking real, which is crazy to me. They have like more video and they also have like body parts.
What?
Yeah, I seen a picture of the hands and I was kind of like, I don't know.
Have you guys ever seen
Always.
Strange Wilderness?
Yeah,
the movie?
Stranger Wilderness is fucking hilarious.
Best movie ever. Best movie ever. I think we killed Bigfoot. I think we did, and I think it was around that time, and like some people knew about it, and they were like, "Let's just fucking
Whoops.
make a movie about it," and let's just be.
I still want to watch
preposterous.
Sasquatch Sunset too. I have not watched it yet.
Bigfoot movies are the best.
Remember we were talking about that last season
Oh yeah.
with the fucking Sasquatch family. Fucking,
Harry
it's
and the
supposed to be
Hendersons.
like a comedy sort of fucking amazing looking film. It looks great. It's literally a family of Sasquatch.
Look, man, it's just such an easy character to develop. Like it's a woolly man,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just humanize
man.
it. It's so easy. It's so easy. Harry and the Hendersons is,
Oh, there you
is
go.
forever a classic. Like Bigfoot movies are the best.
You remember when they had Harry and the Hendersons at Universal Studios?
Yes, I do. I actually so I that's my biggest
He would-
drawback with. We were talking about Universal in the BTS. That's my biggest drawback with the with that place is them taking out classics. Back to the Future,
Oh,
E.T.,
yeah.
Backdraft.
Back to the Future hurt when they replaced it with the Simpsons. I love the Simpsons. Don't
I
get me
don't.
wrong, but
I love The Simpsons,
Don't
the
replace the
cartoon.
Back
It's
to
one of
the
my favorite
Future.
things ever. The
Yeah.
the ride is, it's so. I went back. You can watch the original video
Back
on
to the
YouTube,
Future?
and if you
That's
like
dope.
watch it right before you get on the ride, it is the same. They don't change anything about
no,
the movements.
the motions and all that. Yeah.
No, get that out of here.
It's the same motion, just different movie they're playing.
They
for
still
you.
have E.T. at Orlando though, which is tight.
Oh, yeah. Did they take it out from
E.T.
Universal?
needs
Oh,
to
Yeah, they
fucking
took it out
Mummy.
of the
just
Hollywood.
stay around. I even have an ET piece
Replaced it
right
with
over
the
there next to
Mummy.
you.
Yeah, no, the ET ride is by far, dude. You tell
That
them your
was
name
fun.
in the beginning, and then at the end of the ride, they're like, "Bye, Jay."
I was like, oh,
That's the
bye,
most
E.T.
magical thing in the world, dude. Let me
great,
ride
man.
again.
Did you
Yeah,
not
E.T.'s
experience
best ride.
these
No.
things? No.
No.
You guys know?
No, absolutely. I love
Okay,
the
okay.
fucking ET ride.
Yeah.
Like
They
I love
The
ET.
backdraft.
I have, like I said, I have
Oh,
an
Dude,
ET
the
piece right there.
backdraft was so cool when they like blew the room up and
I
you're
know
just
they
standing
replaced
behind
E.T.
some
with
Giant
plexiglass.
fire.
the
It was like
Mummy
a fire
ride.
tornado. And
What
So
did they
cool.
replace
Just-
Backdraft with? Did they replace it with? or-
Transformers.
Oh god.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, balls. Balls. Not my favorite
I
thing
like
in the,
the
world.
the tour right now. I like that you're still going through like the War of the World scene with Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
With the
the
airplane
plane.
in the
yeah,
town.
they needed to
The
leave
Jurassic
Whoville.
Park shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoville is dear
I
to
think
my
they,
heart.
They may alter the course for Christmas time or something to make sure they go through all that shit. You know.
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
knows?
Whoville's a little bit different than what it used to be because they just moved all this stuff so they could use like that area of land for something else.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's slightly different, but and I'm mad that the shark doesn't come up and bite the rail anymore.
Oh,
They do the flood still. I think. Well,
Yeah.
that's the last time I was there, they
the
did flood.
underground flood with the
No,
railway.
the town in that one too. But they do
When you go into the
flood into
subway
the-
and
that subway
the
flood?
earthquake.
Yeah, yeah.
Earthquake.
Earthquake,
That's what
yeah.
it was.
That's got replaced by I think something Transformers now.
No,
That was
You're kidding.
Backdraft, I believe.
That was on the studio tour.
Yeah, on the,
Oh,
on the
dude,
studio
really?
tour.
oh, that's
Fuck.
disgusting. That breaks my heart. That makes it
Yeah.
enough for me to never go back.
And then
'Cause
they've
they
got
kept a
another,
lot of
the classics.
They used to do that old
King, they got a
Pueblo
King Kong part
flood,
portion of
too.
it,
Last time I
Pueblo
went, they
flood?
still did both the earthquake and the El
Yeah, I did
Pueblo.
both.
No,
that
I think
time.
it's one of them is a King Kong.
Yeah, the King
Oh,
Kong
that
is
one.
And it,
okay.
it like shakes
So that's
the
with
car.
that's with the earthquake one.
Yeah, I
They're
think the
all the same
earthquake
one,
one
I
is
think.
now King Kong, and the one where the fire is
Oh,
under
dude, Earth-
in the
King
flood.
Kong, the original King Kong, not the movie one, because now it's just like
No, they used to have a giant animatronic
fucking-
that was like,
and would
Yeah.
shake the
No,
that
this is
was
all
so
this is all like
cool,
LED
man.
screens all around you.
terrifying, dude.
like the
I-
screens don't get me. They don't. But
Yeah.
the animatronics, they still.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now
Like-
it's a King Kong fight from the Peter Jackson film.
Get
But
outta
it's-
here.
But it's on a dome screen, and you're just
Yeah.
kind of watching the action happen, and then you
And
feel
you like
it
you
shaking.
feel
and shit.
the spiders at your.
I
It's
get
alright.
what you
It's-
say about like the screens. Like I totally miss like the set vibes.
Yeah,
like
dude.
when they used
You
to
were
build
on
sets,
that
even at
shit.
like Disneyland, like the Alice in Wonderland set, Peter Pan. Like it seriously like transported you, made you
Yeah,
feel immersed
all those
versus just
storybooks
being
still.
surrounded by screens.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to enjoy them as much as I did as
So-
when I went back 2 years ago as an adult. But those storybook rides,
Pirate,
Yeah.
like
you really do
Pirates
appreciate
of the
those. It's like,
Caribbean.
oh man,
Yep.
this is awesome. I
So
love this shit.
they actually came out recently. Disney's always been like the innovator in that scene for like animatronics and stuff like that. They always have been. They've always been
Mhm.
cut above everyone else. As much as they're not my favorite people in the world, they always have been. And they just came out recently with a new technology where basically they're gonna form the face, and then they're gonna project it from the inside of like this clear shell face. Because what they're doing right now is they're projecting it from the outside, and you could tell it's like super. It's
Yeah.
very artificial.
Yeah.
But the one that I was like,
Madam
it's
Leota
I was like,
type.
this is it's a robot. They're gonna put robots back in. Cool. And they were like, no, this is a hollow head that they're projecting the head into with a camera. I was like, oh,
Whoa,
and it looks
shit.
so fucking real, dude.
Wow.
So, like, you know, they might come back to some of that cooler, like, realistic stuff. I think
Yeah.
they're trying to, because I think
That's
we've
cool.
all complained enough that the screens are
They
not
don't do it for me, man.
they're not immersive enough.
It's that magic that you go for,
Yeah.
and that's what it was that you're taking away from these rides. It's like, man,
Yeah.
I loved, although I was terrified, being shaken by fucking King Kong like a little bird in a cage when I
Oh,
drove into
man.
that fucking city. It's like, bitch, you're mine.
And when the shark
It's
bit
just not the
the
same.
railing, like as a
Yeah.
child, I for sure thought that was a real shark. You couldn't have told me otherwise. There's nothing in the world that could have told me anything differently. I genuinely thought it was a real shark, and I did not ever want to sit on the right side of the tram. Ever.
Yeah.
I always made my family sit on the right, and I
Yeah,
would sit
that's
on the
what I'm saying,
left.
dude. Terrified.
Like
I
I
was like,
knew
oh, no,
what
no.
side the shark would come. I was like, he's gonna get me this
You
time.
want to switch seats?
He's gonna get me this
He's
time.
gonna get me.
Yeah, I believed it for years. So taking that kind of stuff away, it's not the same experience. It's
Yeah.
kind of a bummer. Like my kid will never get that kind of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
The ET remembering your name at the end of the ride was the most magical thing, especially when your family could conceal it from you. And you didn't know that you were giving them the name, and then all of a sudden, a little ET creature at the end says your name. You're like,
It was the family of ET
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and they're thanking you for.
yes, yeah,
for
it's
rescuing
so
him.
cool, man.
God damn, that was the shit. Yeah. Reminisce. Anyway, what? Ooh, my bad. What Creepy Buddy episode you got pulled up here?
This was my favorite,
Yeah.
but this is Vlad the Impaler.
Oh yeah.
That
good.
was definitely one of, if not the top episode this season. And you know, people love fucking. They love Dracula, not knowing what the origin really is. You know, they just love Dracula. It's like, oh, he's biting my neck. What, bitch? I mean, what, babe? So, you know, we kind of dove into the history. Jesus, the jeweler, you know, joins us. He was a big fan of the show, but he was more a fan of Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. He actually knew, surprisingly, a lot of good history.
Yeah.
Too.
Hell
I
yeah.
was like, whoa, bro. You came prepared for this. Look, that's probably me reacting to it. I was like, what the fuck? You know, something. Yeah, I was just really impressed with how much knowledge he brought to the table on Vlad. That was a good episode. I feel like all the Creepy Buddies episodes hit, man. Damn, they just hit so well. Oh, I think I was gonna say I think Gary's in his little Dracula costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you find him.
I had to dress the part. Kind of look like Prince though too. I just realized that.
Shirts versus
Fucking-
blouses.
Right. Purple rain.
I was
Purple
just
rain.
listening to that last night. My
Hell
God.
yeah.
Damn. Hilarious. Yeah, no, Vlad was the one that also I feel like was coming, and I don't know why we didn't do a Dracula episode sooner in the series, but I think it's because we did decide to go into like more cryptids at
Yeah.
first, you know?
Yeah.
So like I said, this was more of a human side of Creepy Buddies, and there is a lot of history on Vlad the Impaler, so it was a good episode. A lot of people enjoyed that. Liked,
I think we had a good mix of creepy buddies this year. We had
I think we did.
We had a couple cryptids. We had a couple,
Legends.
historical incidents that happened that are pretty creepy, like the Salem witch trials, and then we talked about what was the other one? The Donner Party.
Donner
Oh,
Party.
the Donner Party.
Yeah.
I hope you buddies are hungry for that one.
So that...
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah, so that was a good one too. I mean, if you're a Nevadan, born and raised, and
Californian.
didn't know that history, well, there you go. California too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's a part of history that they don't show or tell you much about. They give you the real basics on it. They sometimes don't even mention it. I don't remember fucking talking about it. You know what I mean? What else we got? Oh, the '90s flashback.
Oh, the 90s.
So I was literally just looking at this list yesterday. I was like, damn, '90s was a good ass time. We talked about the '90s earlier in
Yep,
this episode.
yep.
You know, this is what all we've been talking about.
It's the golden age.
It really is. It's when most of us were born, and I feel like we had we did so much on like the Game Boys.
Yeah,
and
like pop culture
fucking,
from back
you
then
know,
that we
pop culture.
we consumed. You know,
Cons-
I've seen a lot of photos recently, like popping up on my feed about like, could you survive the '80s? And it was like pictures of kids on bikes, you know, riding down the
Yeah,
street,
see?
and 4th of July shooting
Ooh.
fireworks, like, you know, playing the Sandlot style baseball.
Oof.
Like, I would be
Listen.
like, yeah, man, I would have thrived.
Ninja Turtles. That
Yeah,
that was a
Ninja
big
Turtles.
big part of our culture at the time. The toys, man.
We talked about
Oh,
Pogs.
the toys were so
Dude.
great, man.
Fucking-
Like the toys these days, they don't
No.
compare. I buy my kid toys sometimes, and I'm just like, what
What the fuck is this?
What is this? Oh my! The socket toys where you could pop the arms off and you could like make these little makeshift. Oh, dude,
Make your own customs. You
Oh
know
my
what I'm
God.
saying?
Make your own turtle.
the toys were so cool. Someone on TikTok the other day had like a bin full of Ninja Turtle toys, and I was like, bro, give me.
X-Men.
Yep.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. We just talked about all that kind
And
of
I'm like,
just nostalgia. They're gonna do some major shit with the X-Men during this last Doom movie for Marvel, dude. They've got a lot of the original actors coming back.
Really?
Rebecca Romaine. They got Halle Berry. They got the Professor.
Yeah, because fucking Disney and Marvel figured
just-
out, like,
Fuck it.
yeah, we
own
already got
everything
rid of.
now.
Yeah, we own
We own
everything.
Fox. Let's get them in here.
Yep. Bring
So
them in.
yeah, they're.
Bring them
I
Uh,
think
back.
it's a way, honestly. I think they're just trying to get everyone away from those characters, and I think this is gonna be like the last hurrah. And it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, here, take it. This is what you got. This is
Yeah.
everyone together. This is what you've been asking for 20 years. Now
Here it
leave us
is.
alone. We're gonna go
Leave
do
us
something
alone.
new.
Yeah.
We're gonna
We'll
use
see how
all
they
new
react to
people.
it.
We're gonna use Young Avengers.
Young
Yeah.
Screw
X-Men.
you
Kind of like
guys.
what they did with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys, you got your big hurrah. All your original characters came back. They all had a piece. They all had a part. I mean, they've even got Channing Tatum as
Yeah, Gambit.
Oh,
as
yeah?
Gambit.
Coming.
Hell
Gambit.
yeah.
Like they're
Let's
like,
see
okay,
it.
we're gonna give you everything you wanted.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You get a 2-part movie with
Kelsey
everyone from
Grammer
the last
as
25 years, and we're moving on. And I think that's honestly what they're doing.
Yeah. I was
Because
saying Kelsey Grammer as Beast is coming back.
I was actually sad to hear that they did. You guys see the Marvels?
Yes.
I was sad to hear that they used computer animation to make his face. I thought he was
Yeah.
actually in makeup for that scene.
No,
I was
yeah.
super excited.
I think he was definitely voicing it.
He was.
Yeah, but it was all CG. I was like, And I
I-
think that's how it's going to be for this as well.
Ah man, come on,
Yeah.
put the man in makeup. I know
Man.
he's
I
I,
mean,
know he's
they-
older than dirt.
They
but
did it
put the man in
successfully
makeup.
with Top Gun, with Val Kilmer in Top Gun.
What
Yeah.
did
Did you
what?
see the
They
new
did
Top
makeup
Gun?
with
Yeah,
that?
that was pretty. That was
Wow.
okay.
Oh shit.
You could tell,
Yeah,
but
you
it
could
was
tell,
okay.
but it was okay.
I
Yeah.
think my favorite was Tarkin in the Rogue One.
Oh, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, I
they
think
did
that
the
was
same
my
thing.
favorite. I watched the movie and I was like, damn, they got someone that really looks like him. And then someone told me after it was CGI. Now when I
Yeah.
watch it, I can't unsee it. It's
Yeah.
it's definitely CGI, but it fooled me so hard in theaters.
Yeah. Man, we had a good time.
The mouth is a hard thing to get right with that.
Mhm.
That's the thing that
Always.
always throws me
Always
off. It
gives it
always
away.
looks a little.
They'll probably use some AI stuff, now. I mean, AI is pretty good at mannerisms now, like facial
Yeah.
mannerisms.
It's
Yeah.
getting
So-
better every day, man. And the more we use it, the better it gets. That's the thing about
Yeah.
machine learning is like the more it gets used, the more information that it gathers, the better it gets each time. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm not scared of it though. Make my life easier. Take away all the hard jobs. Leave me with the easy ones.
Yeah, man. Jake, you got any Vegas news? Vegas trees news, I should say.
No, it's been quiet on the front lately. People have largely calmed down. It's just been about the sub for like the last year and a half.
Are you?
There's been no drama on the fronts whatsoever. Everyone's enjoying themselves. It's,
Mhm.
it's Reddit, so people argue, and I
Yeah.
love a good argument. But it's been really quiet over there for quite a few years. They were pretty loud on the fronts over there. And,
They've gotten the hang of things now. They're like, okay,
yeah,
we can't,
it's
get away
a
with
nice
doing that kind of
it's
shit.
a nice place to be. You know, someone posted something recently. It's probably one of my favorite posts I've seen in a long time. Not ever. There's some good posts on there, but it's like a triple hitter wax pen. The thing looks so dangerous, bro.
Triple hitter as in like a 3-cart?
So it's got like this red base, and then 3 cartridges plug into this thing, and a glass tube goes over the top up to a mouthpiece, and you hit it, and it fires off all 3 carts at the same time. So you're taking 3 simultaneous blinkers.
Damn.
Dude, it looks so dangerous. And I saw that thing, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I found this in my box. I've had it for." I was like, "Where'd you find that years ago?"
Yeah.
Like that, I didn't even know this existed
Yeah.
today. But, so I love the sub, man. They're so creative. They come up with some really cool stuff, and we've kind of opened up the rules a little bit more, and kind of let some of the black market stuff come through and be shown a little bit, because we don't feel like we should be policing that stuff. But it's tough with Reddit's guidelines. Especially right now, because they have changed some things, and we can't police people, right? So if people want to go and they see that someone sells something, they go hit them in the DMs, or they see that someone has like a 28-gram jar of wax, they hit them in the DMs. Like, Reddit knows. They know you hopped in the DM and you're trying to buy something. Like, that's something that puts the sub at risk. You know, we're approaching 30,000 members right now, which is incredible. No one ever saw it getting this big, but.
Dude.
We're approaching 30,000 members, and you know, a sub gets quarantined and it's gone forever.
The last time we had this
of
conversation about the followers, I think, or the members, I think you had something around 21, 23,000.
something like that, yeah.
So I mean, you guys have grown a lot.
It's growing every day, and we want to keep it around for the long haul. We do feel like it's something that keeps the industry a little bit in check. You know, it's as long as the sub is loud, it has a voice in this industry. And I think one of the bigger parts in this industry is in other areas, people don't have a voice. If they don't like how a product is producing or something like that, or they don't like something about the industry, like, who are you going to talk to? Your bud tender?
Yeah, right. A
You
lot of
know,
people don't know.
And so many industry heads follow the sub, and like they see people complaining, and like a lot of these people care deeply about the industry, and they do want to improve and make things better. And so it's a great place to hear everyone's complaints, everyone's positives, so you can take those, run with them, work on the negatives. So I love that stuff. I love that it's continued to grow, and it's still a thing. But ultimately, like, the culture in the sub has changed a lot recently. You know, I wasn't always happy with how people's overall temperament was. There's just a lot of complaining and stuff, and bad mouthing dispensaries just because you had a bad experience. That's not, we're not Yelp, you know. Go to Yelp if you have a bad experience and stuff like that. But in recent times, it's just people trying to help people.
Yeah.
And I think that goes to a lot of what we're all experiencing culturally and societally. I think we're all just to a point where it's like, I don't want to fight with you, my brother. It's a fight to get to
Never.
work.
Yeah.
You know, so
I fight at work.
yeah, it's gotten really calm, and it's a nice place to be. It's enjoyable, and they post fun stuff, and it's back to the information, and so I'm really enjoying the culture of the sub right now.
It's good to hear that it's in a good place. Like I said, I've gone on there since you guys have been on the show. I've really used it as a resource. I've used it as a show and tell sort of thing. Like, hey, check this out. This is some good stuff. I found it for this much.
We love that.
Here. You know what I mean? It's like, I love to find the deals because I'm not a very big person to shop for. But man, if you hit this Reddit, sometimes they're just right there.
They're just right there.
In one
and
section, you don't got to go anywhere.
We love that. Look, our industry is expensive out here.
Yep.
It's designed that way. It's double taxed. Like, medicine's expensive.
Yeah.
There's no reason why it should be this expensive. And it's probably only going to get more expensive, especially as the industry continues to grow, which it is. You know, it's expanding into other states. It'll be nationwide eventually, I imagine. And at that point, like, it's going to be a standard around the country for pricing and stuff like that. It's going to continue to go up. And it's particularly expensive here. And that was always like the idea with the sub is like, let's just help people find better deals.
Yeah.
Find
The
good
best
stuff.
deals.
No,
Because
really.
it's not even finding like a good deal, because you could find a good deal and then go buy it and get home and be like, oh, this is dog water. You know what I mean? So it's not always that. It's finding the best deal, like you said. It's what is the best price and quality? What can I get really good
That's
product for 30,
sweet spot.
35, 40 bucks, somewhere in there. And that's what the subreddit does. It tells you my experience with this product at this price point.
Yep.
I think $50 for this eighth is good because it's very good stuff. I would pay this price for it. I know it's a little bit of a premium, or it's like, dude, don't ever buy this stuff ever. Like, I get it. It's 25 bucks and like a $25 eighth. That's easy goings, but it's awful.
Yeah, man.
You know, and that's helpful. You go on Weed Maps, they don't have reviews per strain. They have reviews on the dispensary, and it's always like, Linda was great. I loved her. She helped me find my perfect sativa. You know, it's like great. I love
know?
the dispensary too. It's beautiful. They made a nice establishment. How's the product?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it's always been designed for. So I'm happy to hear that, you know, that's what you guys use it for, and that's where you find its utility, because that's really what we want for it. We want the open discourse, the open discussion. We want people to make friends and know that there's like-minded people in their city. But at the same time, like, it's medicine, and
Yep.
we want people to have open access to it at the best prices and the best quality.
Usually
and if we
it's-
can't change that ourselves by going to the dispensary and making them do something
Yeah.
with their pricing, the least we can do is point them in the right direction
Right.
where it's openly available.
Because that's usually what I get as far as like comments is something like, hey, what are the terps on that? If I, you know, first somehow just forgot to put terps or whatever, they want to know information.
Yeah.
I hop into bud tender mode and be like, hey, yeah, let me do blah, 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 blah. You know, it was really good. I enjoyed being part of that informative community. So I'm glad that you guys are still around, and not only that, but growing. You know, it's awesome to have that base of community wise,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the more people you have in the sub and the more people you have actively engaged, the more you're getting real answers.
Yep.
Because if it's just the same 14 people having the same set of conversations, like, you're really not learning anything. You guys are all doing the same thing. You're marching to the same
Yep.
beat of the same drum. But when there's 30,000 people in there and there's like 7,000 actively engaged members that are commenting, reading, upvoting, doing the things that make they're making the engine move. They're the engine. You know, we're just passengers while they move the machine. It's really important that you have a lot of people in that. You know,
Yeah.
it's important because it's discourse. You want the right information. And one of the bigger concerns that people have had in the sub over the years are shills. It's super easy for an industry head to just make a blind, anonymous subreddit account, or I mean Reddit account, hop on there and say whatever they want to trump their brand up. So like,
Yeah.
Or talk a whole bunch of shit.
or talk a whole bunch of trash. Exactly. And we don't like that either. Like, go somewhere else to badmouth. If you're a disgruntled employee, like, this isn't what we're here for. We
Yeah.
get it. You had a bad experience. There's also like 75 other people that work there that aren't voicing their opinion. If you had like 10, 15 people, please come to the subreddit. We want to know what's really going on.
100%. I
But
was
if
gonna
it's
say.
a one disgruntled employee, we can't engage in that. You know
No.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just bad for business. And it's not even really a business. We just don't want that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Definitely head to the site. I mean, there's tons of information on there, resources, things like that. You can find stuff on Vegastrees on our Instagram. We mention them all the time. We've had them on our episodes and talked in depth on what they really do and how it is. If you're on social media, you can find us at stoner_buddies. You can find Vegas Trees at Vegas Trees.
So if you go to reddit.com/r/vegastrees, that'll pull us straight up. And always check the sidebar. We're always updating the sidebar to make sure it's updated with the right information, all the dispensaries that are around, good information about like what the tax is in the city, and if you got the medical card. So if you need any kind of information like that, it's always in the sidebar. And if you see something that's out of date, just message me or the other moderator. We're always active on there.
Nice.
We're always trying to engage with you guys and fix things if there's problems. So always check that out.
Thanks for joining us for the season wrap, dude.
Yes,
this
sir.
was
Always.
always
Yes,
an
thank
honor.
you for coming
Man,
back again,
My
dude.
pleasure.
We had this amazing conversation about all these kinds of things. We touched on a few episodes from the season, but definitely check out the whole season. Was a fucking banger. Nature's Chem was on with us.
Oh,
We
fuck
talked
yeah,
about space
buddies.
a little more on the episodes. So much we had going on. The pyramids, those fucking batteries they found under the pyramids that apparently is a
Yep.
hoax now. It's like, come on, dude.
The fucking Anunnaki
You know,
buddies.
the
Let's
Anunnaki. Jeez, just so
That
much
was a
to
hard
touch
ass
on.
episode.
So definitely check us out at at stoner_buddies on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube if you're listening. Check us out on Spotify if you're watching. The store.
Like, follow, listen, subscribe.
Buddies,
Yeah.
buddies, go and check out the store. Go and
got a
snag you a
plaid
Creepy
shirt
Buddy
on.
shirt. Shout out for this shirt.
Ooh, Yeah.
Fuck yeah, buddies.
Yeah, the Creepy Buddies stuff will be up there for a while. I'm not going to take it down like I did last year. People love that shit. You can
We
get that.
want you buddies to get it. Get whatever you want, buddies. Check out the Patreon. Get some of the secret merch. You can't get that in the store. That's also awesome.
Oh.
That's where all the fucking fun times are happening, like we mentioned before.
And recently, if you've watched out for your emails, you should have gotten notifications that we uploaded 8 new behind-the-scene videos. So those are at least 30 minutes apiece. So we're talking hours of content onto the Patreon. So if you've paid for either tier, you're getting that right away. So it's available for you guys now. Yeah, it's been a fucking hell of a season, and we may or may not have a little Christmas special coming. Who knows? But for now, it's been a great fucking 25 episodes. We started at episode 101,
Yep.
Yep.
and here we are, 125. So always a blast with you guys. Thanks, Jake, again for joining us.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
to all our guests.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Man, it's really amazing that people want to give their time to come and talk about the industry, their product, their service, whatever it is. You know, it's like they could be doing anything else, just like you guys watching or listening. You could be doing that. You could be doing anything else, but you're giving us your time, and we appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, buddies.
And in return, we give you all the information you need. So again, thanks for hanging. We've won another award, and I'm starting to believe that's for a reason. So
Hell yeah, buddies.
you
Thank
know,
you guys so much.
Thank you guys for hanging with us for the years. And as always, buddies,
Let's keep it rolling.